In the opening of this video, I will firstly tell you a personal story about my channel and then continue with the main subject of this video today. To be honest with you, I regret for starting this channel. Why? Because peacemaking and word peace is no longer popular. The word peace became boring from mainstream media even down to ordinary channels, small channels like mine, which started only a few months ago. And yeah, that reflects on very few viewers, even fewer subscribers. And what to do? I cannot change your mind, and I don't want to change your mind. If you don't want to listen about peace, and if you want to listen about military operations, how the military operations can be more successful, then just switch to another channel. There are thousands of channels which speak about that. Of course, the war is more profitable, and yeah, it attracts more attention. And when I said that this channel made a lot of damage on my income streams, yes, it's true. But I'm always trying to look from a positive side. At least I learned some new skills like presentation skills, video editing, because I'm doing everything on my own. And I don't have a team behind me, you know, like big channels. The quality is slightly improving, but if you subscribe, I would be very grateful. And that would really help me to increase quality and just for your pleasure. Unless you like to watch some warmongering videos, then I told you, you are not going to see that. Now I will move to the main subject of this video. We are witnessing for weeks massive protests in the United States as well as in many Western European countries. The protests where people are calling for peace, and they are treated by police sometimes very brutally, very often. Why? Calling for peace, ceasefire, calls for free Palestine. Why they are so negative? Why they are called anti-Semitic in the United States and Western Europe? How is it possible that are anti-Semitic protests if Jewish people are also protesting and supporting the cause? So that's why I say the world became so twisted, so weird. I will show you a couple of short clips which prove that Jewish people, not all of them are Zionists, and they have very negative opinion about Zionism.
As many as 300 protesters were arrested in Brooklyn on Tuesday night, where thousands of mostly Jewish New Yorkers gathered for a Seder in the streets to stop arming Israel, they said. This on the second night of Passover. The demonstration was held at Grand Army Plaza, 1 block away from the home of Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. It came just hours before the Senate overwhelmingly approved a $95 billion foreign aid package that includes some $14 billion in arms and security funding to Israel. A series of speakers addressed the rally, including journalist and author Naomi Klein, Palestinian activist Linda Sarsour, and several Jewish students suspended from Columbia University, where students have held a Gaza solidarity encampment. These are some of the voices of the demonstrators yesterday, speaking at the Seder in the streets.
Tonight's Seder in the streets, which will be happening on the second night of Passover, which is a holiday we observe every year that is all about liberation and how our liberations are intertwined with one another, is coming just hours ahead of a likely Senate vote on $14 billion in military funding and weapons to Israel. So we're here to tell Senator Schumer that this is enough and we need to end U.S. complicity in Israel's genocide against Palestinians. And at the core of the Passover story is that we cannot be free until all people are free. And right now, what we're seeing is that the Israeli government and the United States government are carrying out a genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, over 34,000 people killed in 6 months, in the name of Jewish safety, in the false name of Jewish freedom.
Watching young Jews get arrested alongside Jewish elders, saying not in our name, as we have been for 6 months. And the Senate is still about to pass this massive funding package.
Happy Passover, free Palestine.
Hundreds in the streets. People are taking a rest, saying business as usual will not go on. We are here at the doorstep of Senator Chuck Schumer. To the people in Palestine, we love you. We are with you. We are going to stop this U.S. funding so that you can fight for your own liberation.
If you do not move, you will be arrested.
Damn, it's so difficult to speak about some things which are common sense. If you apply common sense or simple logic, because there are different understandings of what means common sense. But simple logic says if you are for peace, you cannot be hater. You cannot hate any group because peace benefits all groups. Yeah, except those who make profit on the war. So think and use your brains when you are watching or listening to mainstream media, because they are paid by somebody to say what they say. And some of them, when they realize that they cannot sleep at night because of lies, they just resign. I would kindly advise new content creators, when they think about starting YouTube channel, do not take as a niche peacemaking or speaking about world peace, global peace, about diplomatic solutions, because, you would be just boring. And although a lot of people ask, what the heck is going on? Why this happens? Why they didn't do this or that, and I just wanted to provide some answers, and I'm providing a lot of answers, a lot of solutions, but apparently it's boring. So they will not shake me. I will not shut down my channel, not yet. But, being a fighter, I will fight until the end. I will fight for truth. I will fight against uh, fake news and propaganda, political propaganda, which serves only a few and bring the rest of the world in delusion. So this is my fight, and I will persist. With your support, I hope this fight will continue. So my conscience is clear, and I will continue doing this job. It doesn't matter if all my clients cancel my contracts. I don't care. It's not all about financial aspects. It's not all about money, and I don't have any debts. So, no financial debts and no moral debts to anybody. So, I'm happy. I hope you will also be happy and stay well, stay safe. So, thank you for watching, and see you.